everyone. So today's video I'm going to be sharing everything you guys need to know about my skincare routine and just my skin in general, my skin's history, what kind of skin I have. I will warn you though, I already know that this video will probably be a little bit on the lengthy side just because this is something that is very, very personal to me, and I have had a very hard and difficult off and on struggle with acne, and it's something that I'm just kind of really passionate about, but I can assure you that it's worth it because I have found a very good line of skincare products that work for me and have continued to work, and it is just honestly my holy grail skincare line, and I honestly suggest it to anyone who is dealing with acne because I have been there. I know how difficult it is, how awful you feel every single day looking at your skin. I hope that this video can help you and that you walk away with some tips and just some general information that can be helpful in some way. Okay, so before I even get into what I actually use product-wise to keep my skin clear, I want to just give you guys a little background and history of my personal struggles with my skin. I honestly have had such a long battle with my skin ever since I was a teenager. I don't remember exactly when, but I was very, very young. I want to say about 12, 13, just in middle school when my skin started breaking out. And it started out, you know, just regular like puberty, pimples, zits here and there, but it just progressed into a long, how old am I? I'm 20 years old now, so ever since I was 11, 12 years old, I've been struggling with my skin. I did get made fun of by some girls that I went to school with. I wasn't happy. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I'm one of those people that say I've tried literally everything. I have tried almost everything that was offered to me by the drugstore, Neutrogena, Clean and Clear. I guess I just found out through trial and error that drugstore skincare products did not work for me. They weren't enough or they were too harsh. Something wasn't working. I even tried going on Proactive, which did not work for me at all. I did not notice any difference. For those of you who use Proactive and it works for you, great. I'm happy that it works for you. But for all of you who are using it and you don't see any difference or improvements, or even maybe your skin has gotten worse, I will talk about that. I'm going to make a note on why it could possibly not be working for you, but I'll get on that later. And it even got so bad to the point where my mom had to take me to the dermatologist. I don't know about your guys' experiences with dermatologists, but my dermatologist literally walked into the room, took one look at me, probably took him 2 seconds to look at me, and said, oh, here, try this. Like, he didn't even talk to me. And unfortunately, sometimes I think that that's what happens with dermatologists. They just see patient after patient suffering from acne, and so they just prescribe them the same exact thing when really everyone has different skin. They may be suffering from different types of acne, and it's just really sad that you're spending so much money trying to get help and you're suffering, and someone will just acknowledge you as a list of patients who have the same exact problem. So needless to say, my visit to the dermatologist did not result in anything positive. The medications that he prescribed me did not work for me. If you're thinking I went on Accutane, I have never been on Accutane. I know that there are a few controversies over the positive and negative results and side effects from taking Accutane. Thankfully, there's no need for me to take Accutane anymore, but I don't want to jinx myself, so I probably shouldn't have said that. When I was in high school, probably about my sophomore to junior year of high school, my skin got so horrible that I remember very vividly that for my sophomore year's homecoming dance, me and my best friend went to go to get our makeup done from the MAC counter at our mall, and even with their heavy-duty and excellent coverage foundations and concealers, my skin still looked horrible. And I will probably insert a picture right here just to show you guys. But just seeing my skin like that, just, I don't even know. I wouldn't even want to go out of the house. Like, I would just wake up some days and I would just lay there in my bed and watch TV, but I would never get up and change into like a day of clothes. I would never step outside of my house because I honestly just did not want people to look at me. So that's the point where my mom really saw how it was affecting just my happiness and my life personally. So she made appointments for me to go to a medical spa to receive all sorts of types of expensive treatments, microdermabrasion, acid peels. I even had that treatment where you sit and lay down in front of a light and the light is supposed to kill all the bacteria. The worst treatment that I had from there was when I had a laser basically zap off the top layer of my skin, and so I would literally be walking around with burn marks on my skin until they would eventually heal, dry off, and then flake away. But it was painful. Although it was very harsh and painful, I can say that that did help a little bit, but it was only temporarily. My skin got worse again after it kind of balanced itself out for a little bit. And that's basically my life story with acne. It comes full force, and then I scramble around desperately trying to find something that works for me, and I find something that doesn't take it away completely, but it helps a little bit, and then it kind of, you know, eases up a bit, but then somewhere along the way it just comes back full force, and it surprises me, and I'm like, what am I doing now that's not working? And so therefore I understand how hard it is to just sit there and wonder why. Like, why can I not fix this? I don't understand what's happening to me. A lot of it is genetics. I know that my father had very, very horrible skin when he was younger. So sometimes it really is just a matter of it's in your blood, it's in your genes, and it's something that you cannot help, but you can try to control it and make it better. Last summer, I had been using just the regular Dove soap bar for sensitive skin. I wasn't even using a moisturizer, and that actually did work for me a little bit, but it still wasn't perfect. I would still break out. My skin freaked out again, and I was shocked again because I thought that I had found something that really worked for me. I was happy with it, and at that point, you know, being 20 years old, I really thought that that was something that I was just going to live with for the rest of my life. So then I basically just started doing some more research on the internet, trying to find things that worked for people. I was reading lots of reviews, and I came across a line of skincare, and I was very skeptical because you could only buy it online. It wasn't something that was sold in stores. They had tons and tons of really good reviews for these products, and I was at the point where I basically just said, what the heck, I really have nothing to lose. I ordered the products, and to this day I'm still using the same products, and my skin is clear and has been clear, and I have been so amazed and just happy with these products. But the line of skincare products that I've been using and have absolutely been loving, and I swear to God they just saved my skin, has been the acne.org line. So basically, as you can see from the bottle, the company is called acne.org, and they have a website, www.acne.org. Not only does this website carry their own skincare line and their own skincare regimen, but it's an acne community where people come to this website and review hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skincare products, and they're all people who have been suffering from acne and who are sharing their success stories or failure stories with certain products. And that's the funny thing, because I have always gone to that website and I just never knew that they had their own skincare line. So basically it was founded by Daniel Kern, and he is not a doctor, he's not a dermatologist, he is just a regular guy who had suffered from severe acne since he was 11 or 12, just like me. Only was it until he turned 24 that he finally figured out what would work with him and how to use those products to make his skin stay clear. And he started his own little tiny website just sharing his success stories with people, and as people found his website and said, wow, your tips and your products are really working for me, it soon eventually progressed into the major website that it is right now. And so basically what this whole skincare thing revolves around is what's called the regimen, and it's basically just a 3-step skincare product involving a cleanser, treatment, and a moisturizer. And you're probably thinking, wow, okay, yeah, duh, every skincare line is like that. But the thing that's different about this regimen is that he is so in-depth with how you're supposed to be using these products. So to start off with, we have the cleanser, and this is a very mild, gentle cleanser that's actually liquid based, and all you need is 1 pump to this. He does recommend using 1 to 2 pumps, but I only use about 1 pump, maybe even sometimes like a half a pump, because this product lathers very, very well. So if you're one of those people that you don't feel like you're cleaning your skin unless your product is lathering and it's very sudsy, this does that very, very well. You use this to cleanse off your skin, get rid of any oily residue or anything like that off your skin. And then you rinse off with some water. Now, the key to this cleanser and to basically everything in this skincare line is to be very, very gentle with your skin. Because if you are adding too much pressure on your skin while you are cleansing your skin, putting treatment on your skin, moisturizing your skin, you are irritating your skin and therefore producing the more likelihood of acne. So next we have the treatment, which is probably the most important step in this skincare routine. This treatment is actually just a 2.5% benzoyl peroxide gel, and normally benzoyl peroxide is used for spot treatments, so if you get a pimple on your cheek, you put a little bit on just your cheek and blend it in. But actually for the regimen, he tells you to actually apply a full pump and spread it all over your face, covering your entire skin area. And basically what benzoyl peroxide does is it enriches your skin with oxygen, and bacteria cannot live or survive in an oxygen-rich environment. And therefore, killing bacteria means that you will have less acne produced. And it also helps out in drying already existing acne. And the great thing about this benzoyl peroxide is that, like I said, it's gel-based, it's not cream-based, so it applies very, very smoothly and evenly, and it's easily absorbed by your skin, and it doesn't have any gritty texture to it, because sometimes when you buy benzoyl peroxide, it has like a gritty, like sand like texture, which actually can scrape up your skin and irritate your skin. And on Daniel Kern's website, it explains that there are studies that have shown that 2.5% benzoyl peroxide actually works the same exact way that 10% works, without the added irritation that comes with using the 10%. Another great thing that I just want to add about this is that you're getting this huge bottle of benzoyl peroxide. Like, look, it's almost the size of my face. Usually when you go into CVS or Target or something, a little tiny tube, like half the size of a Neosporin tube of benzoyl peroxide, costs you $10. This will last you a long, long, long time, and it's a lot cheaper than buying benzoyl peroxide from the drugstore. So once I have cleansed my skin using the acne.org cleanser, I will pat my face dry using a towel, and then I will go right in with the acne.org treatment, using, again, a full finger length and applying it generously to my skin and massaging it in gently until it has been fully absorbed and my face is pretty much dry. And another quick thing that I have to warn you guys about is that since it is benzoyl peroxide, you need to be very careful about getting this on your clothes or especially your hair, because it will bleach your hair. I promise you, it will bleach your hair. So what I do is I just buy one of those really, really thick headbands that are probably like this thick, and I wear that before I put this on. And then lastly, once the treatment has been fully absorbed and my face is dry, I will go ahead and follow up with the moisturizer, also from the acne.org line. And the great thing about this moisturizer is that it is very, very lightweight. It's not heavy at all. It absorbs very quickly into the skin, and if there's any flakiness on my skin from using the treatment, this takes care of it like that. It's so great. And it works hand in hand with the other two products that are in this line. And lastly, Daniel Kern recommends buying a little bottle of jojoba oil. This is 100% pure jojoba oil, and I just bought this from Trader Joe's, but he sells his own on his own website as well, but this is just a little bit cheaper. He recommends adding a few drops of this to the moisturizer and basically creating like a super moisturizer. If your skin is feeling extra dry for some reason, this takes care of it so well. I honestly love this, and you can see how much I've actually used of this bottle. And for those of you who have oily skin like me, I basically have the worst combination skin ever. I know that the word oil is something that we basically scream and run away from in the opposite direction. We do not want to add any excess oil on our skin, do we? Because we're already grease balls as it is. But I honestly love doing this at night. This oil is non-comedogenic, so it won't clog your pores, and it's very versatile. I add this to olive oil to use it for my hair. I even use a little bit on my lips if my lips are very dry. But I love using this in my moisturizer at night, because I just feel like when I wake up in the morning, my skin is so soft and moisturized, and it's just, I know it has something to do with this. And just for me personally, this is not recommended or included in this whole regimen created by Daniel Kern, but I personally, every once in a while, I do enjoy exfoliating my skin because I just feel like it gets rid of any dead skin cells that I may have, and it also allows my products to sink in better. During the winter, I exfoliate my skin probably once or twice a week, and then during the summer, probably once a week, if that. But the scrub that I use is just the infamous St. Ives apricot scrub, and this can be picked up at the drugstore. You can find this anywhere, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, anywhere, and it's probably just under like $5, so it's relatively cheap. But I like this because I really feel like it exfoliates my skin, and the key to using this product to make sure that you don't irritate your skin is to just use a little bit of it, and instead of forcing the product to do its job on your skin, just let the product be and gently massage it in, and it will definitely exfoliate your skin the way it's supposed to. When people are pressing this into their skin and really going at it, that's when your skin gets very irritated, and in turn it can produce acne and kind of just work against you. And so back to the whole proactive issue, if you guys aren't getting the results that you hope to receive by using those products, you know that that cleanser is very gritty, and it's almost an exfoliator that you use twice a day on your skin, and you are constantly removing the top layer of your skin twice a day, and that is way too harsh. Your skin never gets a break because it's constantly being irritated, constantly being scrubbed off, and I honestly think that that's why it never worked for me, because my skin was never getting a break, and it honestly made my skin that much worse. So that's just something to think about if you're using Proactive. Okay, so when I first ordered my acne.org product, since I was kind of skeptical and I didn't know if it was going to work for me or not, I bought the smallest kit, which is basically the starter kit, and what you get in this kit are these little bottles. They're 8-ounce bottles of the cleanser, the treatment, and the moisturizer. I accidentally threw the cleanser one away, but I kept these because I knew I wanted to show you guys eventually what the sizes were. And so as you notice, the only difference is that the treatment comes in this little squeeze out tube, whereas the cleanser and the moisturizer will come in the pump. And the price of this kit was only $38.44, and with this starter kit you actually get a 3-month guarantee, so you can buy these, use all of it if you want to, and then for some reason if you don't like it, you can return it and they won't ask you any questions, and you'll get all of your money back. So when I ran out of my starter kit and I fell in love with the products and I knew I had to continue this treatment because it was working so well for me, I went ahead and bought the big size bottles, and this is called the big kit. And just to compare sizes, that's the size difference between the 8-ounce and the 16-ounce. And this should last you probably 4 to 5 months. I know that I've had this for a while. This kit can be bought for $65.72. And they also even have a little travel kit of 2-ounce bottles, so they're probably about like yay big, and they'll last you like 4 to 5 days if you are going on travel or you're going on an airplane, and that is about $15.50. And also all of these products can be bought individually. And for those of you who are very passionate about the environment, I do want to tell you that acne.org does not test on animals. They are environmentally friendly. They do not add any colors or dyes or fragrances to any of their skincare products, which is something that I love because I'm very sensitive to certain fragrances that are in my skincare products. And basically the whole theme of this organization and the mission that Daniel Kern has, so he's creating these high quality skincare products, but the great thing that he does is that he's selling it for the lowest market price available. Daniel Kern also has his own YouTube page where he talks more in depth about the different products and how he uses them personally. His account is danacne.org, and I'll put that right here. And yeah, I can just not tell you enough how much these products have helped me out with my skin. I have full faith in these products. I recommend them to everyone. Okay, so I think I've covered everything that I wanted to say about the products. I do have a few personal tips and suggestions that I have for those of you who have acne and are just trying to keep your skin clear. Number one, kind of following along with the whole regimen, is to definitely just be very gentle with your skin. Any excess or unnecessary irritation is going to produce more acne, I can guarantee you. So if you are picking at your skin or popping zits or touching your face throughout the day, try to realize those habits and cut them off completely, because you're transferring germs directly from your hands onto your face. Number 2 is to try and wash your pillowcases. I know some people who are completely OCD about this that actually change their pillowcases every single day, and I think that that's a little bit overboard, but you do need to change your pillowcases, I'd say, every 2 weeks. I change my pillowcases every 2 weeks just because of all the bacteria and oil from your head and your face. It just gets trapped in your pillowcase, and then you're sleeping on that and you're putting your face on that, and so therefore you can transfer bacteria onto your skin and produce more acne that way. And lastly, number 3, this is kind of common sense, but try and keep your bathroom as clean as you possibly can. If you haven't sprayed down and wiped your countertop or your sink in months, it's just kind of freaky and disturbing to even think of how many bacteria colonies are living on your sink and your countertop, because you're using water, you're splashing water on your face, and you don't even know if bacteria is splashing onto your face along with that water. And most importantly, I cannot stress this enough, stay on top of it. Discipline yourself to follow your skincare routine, whatever it may be, and do it every morning and every night. Because if you skip a morning, if you skip a night, you're pulling yourself backwards. And especially never fall asleep with your makeup on. If you are about to pass out and you're on your bed, get yourself up and at least just remove your makeup. Just do it. It's not good. You will wake up the next morning with 3 new breakouts. I promise. I've done that so many times. It's just a mind over matter situation, you guys. You can do it if you have the discipline, if you have the patience, if you find the right products and you use them correctly. So I guess I've rambled on way too much. I'm sorry. I don't even know how long this video probably is at this point. So all I can recommend is go on the www.acne.org website, just navigate around, do some research, click on the different links that he has, read up on it, and if you guys decide to try out this line, which I highly recommend you guys to do, give it a full shot, because you are spending your money on this. Your skin is definitely something that's worth investing in, so invest your time as well and do your best, and I hope it works out for you. I almost know it will, because I am so thrilled with my skin, and I am just so happy that it's something that I don't have to worry about. Every single morning waking up, I know that my skin is clear. That alone, just knowing that my skin is clear, gives me such confidence in myself and such happiness that I never had before. So I will provide all the links that you guys need down in the down bar. If you guys have any questions, please message me, please comment me. I will jump on it like no other, because this is seriously something that's so important to me. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys learned something. So good luck, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!